is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the SMU Mustangs taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Here comes the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Wallace. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll run it to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Good job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's high. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Wallace. Makes the grab down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. He'll toss it. Turning it on! And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Makes the catch. It's coming. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wallace. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed in the middle, it's coming. Touchdown, Northwestern. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Looking for space. It's Davison. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just
breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed over the middle. It's York. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Looking to throw, it's Wallace. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Give to the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Back to throw, it's Wallace. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Wallace. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
On the ground, it's Davison. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking for room. It's Davison. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Wallace. Caught near the sticks. It's coming. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. At the 30. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, SMU.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's Wallace. Pulls it in, it's Joyner. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Joyner. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quick strike complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Wallace. Catch in the middle, it's York. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. That's caught. It's coming. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's high. Thanks to grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, SMU! And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the option. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Davison. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That's a first down for the offense.
On the set.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Davison. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Good enough for a first down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Davison. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point was good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the quick pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The option look. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wallace. The screen, he's got wheels. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's coming. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Wallace. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 4 over Washington. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Back to pass, it's high. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Here's a heat. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Joyner. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Shoots it to the left, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Gonna look downfield again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Wallace. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Covey. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They want that clock to run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.